Are you tired of looking in the mirror and all you see are things to fix? And that this constant feeling that your skin is some kind of battle you need to win all the time. So, what if there is another secret to better skin and it isn't another product, but it's actually a change of heart? You know, for years I believed my skin is some kind of an enemy. Like I could have overflow of products and like trying to use more, trying to listen to advices that I know are not really what I want, and this keep self-judgment in the mirror was just this constant state of stress related to skin, and the skin showed it to me, of course, because it's such a big communicator. I think the real shift happened when I put down the weapon and the feeling that of negativity, of trying to fix stuff, and asked new question. So what if the skin of mine is actually a relationship that need to be nurtured and not something to win? This question changed a lot. It started it kind of started me on a path away from fighting my skin and judging and criticizing it towards understanding it. It led me to compassion and acceptance and to experience the best, healthiest skin of my life. Today I want to share that journey with you that is not about chasing perfection. It's about embracing the beautiful natural evolution of your skin in any age. First, this has nothing to do with what you put on your skin, but what we let into our minds. We are surrounded by impossible standards of flawless skin, from filtered selfish to airbrushed ads. We've been taught that normal skin with pores, textures, and lines needs to be corrected. And as humans, everybody have pores and texture. This is a part of our skin. That's it. So wrinkle is not a flaw. It's a map of your smiles. A scar is not imperfection. It's a sign that something has been healed. Embracing your skin's journey start with rejecting the narrow idea of beauty. Your skin protects you. It's your biggest communicator. So instead of hating it and judging it, maybe start to be grateful for it, for the work it does every day. When you see your skin as a resilient, incredible organ instead of aesthetic project, your perspective shifts. And that's a very small practice. Your skin always communicating, like we said. A breakout is a signal. Dryness is a request. Learning to interrupt these signals is a key to giving your skin what it needs in every stage of life. So let's walk through different stages of life and what's the common signals. So for teens and early 20s, this is the era of hormones, celebration, often meaning acne and oiliness. The temptation is to attack it with harsh products, burn it. In the past, it was like burn it, make it sting, dry it, and it will be gone. But usually it's just damaging the skin barriers, leading to more breakouts. Instead, we want to focus on balance. We want to use gentle cleansers and gentle products, yes, that are effective, but not compromising on your skin barrier, which protect your skin and help it to heal. The goal is not to get rid of oil and to dry the hell out of your skin, but it's to gently balance it, to support it. When we move on for like after 20s to the 30s, there's most of us juggling stress, busy career life, pollution, late nights maybe. This is when early fine lines or new sensitivity can appear. Your skin is asking for protection. So this is the perfect time for antioxidants, to start to use antioxidants. Vitamin C, vitamin E, great antioxidant, can help balance the damage from the environment and from the stress. And like adding more hydration to the skin, it's a great time with the antioxidants. We move on. 40s, 50s, this stage often includes another hormonal shift. A natural decrease in estrogen lead to more dryness and loss of firmness of the skin. So the skin in this stage asks for deep nourishment. You want to look for richer creams, like with ingredients like shea butter and rosehip to restore the skin's moisture barrier. You want to start adding a nourishing serum to your routine and kind of do like lock in the moisture of the skin and try to reduce the water loss. We move on to 60s and beyond. In this stage, your skin holds the story of your life. The main concerns are often sun damage and thinning skin. Your skin request now is for gentle care and continued protection. You want to use antioxidant-packed night creams and exfoliate more gently and less frequently. Most important, at this age and every age, like trust me, the thing I wish I would start when I was like 10 is sun protection. But I started when I was 18. Happy enough for that. A daily sunscreen is like the most important tool to protect your skin health because it's thinner. You will see the sun damages, the sunspot more like evident there. So once you understand your skin, your routine becomes a ritual of self-care and self-love and not like a war. Shift your energy from a chore to an act of care. So you can start by switching to gentler product. Depend on your age, of course. Instead of throwing everything out, take one product and replace it one at a time. Maybe start with a more lighter and smoother cleanser instead of the one that dries your skin and leave it like squeaky and stripped. Be patient. And a little tip, if you have, when I have products I don't want to use on my face anymore, I use it on my body, and like if not on my body, my feet can take everything. So, and then when you apply your product, do it with intentions instead of aggressively rushing and rubbing your moisturizer, punishing your skin. Maybe warm it a little bit in your hands and press it gently to your skin. Take a moment to breathe. This turn all these tasks to something that you are more present and aware of your skin. Now the final step, hold it all together. If your inner voice is critical and judgmental, and you will still feel like you are in a war with yourself. So when you see a breakout, for example, what's your immediate reaction? Is it like I look awful or something like that? Try to stop for a second before you criticize. Pause. Speak to yourself the way you will speak to a dear friend or to your child. You know, you tell her or him, whatever, that they are beautiful and this is temporary and their worth has nothing to do with a single spot on their face. We have to extend the same grace to ourselves. it's a practice. I know. We are so used to criticize ourselves and judge ourselves and like see the flaws, but a little bit of awareness can change criticism to self-care and self-love. Embracing this journey is a lot of process of unlearning, of letting go of pressure to be perfect, learning to be present and compassionate. So I invite you to take these steps with yourself, and if you need any more advice and any more suggestions, I'm always here. You can comment below. What do you say to yourself when you see yourself in the mirror? And do you want to change it? Have you changed it? And I see you next time.